is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats? It is Lucy and I am back for another video. So on my Instagram, I got you guys to ask me some questions about drama school, things you want to know about auditioning, and if I think there's extra stuff that has been missed out that you guys might want to know about, then I will get on to that. Just a quick disclaimer, I literally auditioned for 1 year of auditions at 5 schools. I am not a professional. If any of the advice that I'm about to give you doesn't work for you, if you're not sure, ignore it. Take it all with a pinch of salt. Wanna go outside. So the first school that I auditioned at was Arts Ed for the BA Musical Theatre course. First of all, you have to be 18 by the time that you start the course. So if you are 16,
you can't audition.
They split all of the auditionees into 2 different halves of the day. We were basically taken upstairs to get changed. Don't worry, you will normally always have an opportunity to get changed at some point during the audition. Just before the dance started, we were given a singing warm-up. So for the jazz class, they specified online that they wanted you to either wear bare feet, foot thongs, or soft jazz shoes. It really doesn't matter, just do whatever you feel comfortable in. I'm typically not a dancer, so I didn't really know what I was doing. Yeah, they will normally start with typical jazz exercises, pliés, jetés, leaps, jumps, and then they will normally teach you a routine. My advice is, even if you have no idea what you're doing, what the next move is, just keep on going.
Fake it till you make it.
But obviously, if you're the world's best dancer, you go, you slay girl, you know the moves, you know what's coming next. If you don't know what you're doing, act your socks off, because if you're there, smiling, performing it, having a really great time, they're not even gonna notice what your feet are doing.
Fake it till you make it.
After the dance audition, we had the singing audition. I had to sing a legit ballad, which was written pre-1965. I sung Something Wonderful from The King and I. Sometimes they might redirect you in that song, say,
or could you try it a little bit like this?
Could you act it in this way?
Don't block off any suggestions. They just want to see if you're versatile or if you're just set in the way that you normally do it. If they give you a redirection, don't read too much into it, and then you're done. They basically called out a list of numbers of the people who had recalls. So unfortunately, I did not get a recall. My number was not called out, but that is generally how the first round of the auditions will go. My second audition was at Mountview. So I auditioned at Mountview for musical theatre. I'm not being biased because this is a school that I'm at. And they give you an entire day. When you're paying that much money for each audition and you only get like 2 hours to show yourself as a whole person, it puts a lot of pressure on you. So when Mountview give you an entire day to audition and to get to know the staff and the students, it is so nice. Also, their audition fee is so low. It's £45 compared to RADA, which is like £70–80 for one audition, and you only get seen for like 10 minutes. So musical theatre audition, I was in the group that had to sing first. You had to bring 2 contrasting songs. Now I kind of wanted to limit the amount of songs that I was learning for auditions, so I again sung Something Wonderful from The King and I, and then I chose I'm Not from Little by Little. The lady in the room basically chose 1 song from the 2 that we brung. You listen to everyone sing. You may go in and sing both of them, you may go in and only sing one of them. Then we went to the acting audition. I was asked to prepare 2 monologues written after 1997, so a modern monologue. I did Mercy from I'm Yours. I did my own cut of it, a classical speech written in verse and written prior to 1800. I did Phoebe from As You Like It by William Shakespeare. I did both of my monologues in the acting audition. You choose which one you want to do first, and then you get up and do your second one. Learn your lines from September. You need to know that play inside out. You need to know your character, you need to know your objectives, you need to know your given circumstances. Then we had dance. You get split into advanced or beginner. You can decide whether you want to be in the advanced group, whether you want to be pushed, or whether you want to be in a beginner group. I decided to go into the beginner because although I can dance and I had quite a bit of dance training before I auditioned, I was kind of like, I want to be in the beginner because it'll be easier, but then I'll be able to smash it, so I'll be at the top of the beginners group. That was my strategy. We did a dance to This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. At the end of the day, they split you all into 3 rooms. First room is the yes, you did really well today, so we're going to give you a recall. Second room is, unfortunately, we can't take you any further, you just didn't quite do it this time. And the third room is, you did really well, but we can't take you any further, so we're going to offer you this instead. I was put into the you did well, so they gave me a free audition for their acting musician course, which I was like, wow. Although it was difficult at first, I was like, I only wanted to do musical theatre, I didn't get in, and this is really sad because this is the 3rd school that I haven't got into. I was like, okay, but they've seen potential in me and they want to see me again. My next audition was at Guildford School of Acting. You have to apply through UCAS. It's quite a long process, so don't leave it till last minute. Again, I auditioned for musical theatre. So actually the audition requirements for this year's set of auditions have not been published. Again, we were split into 2 different groups. I had to prepare 1 song of any style from any period. I sung I Am Not from Little by Little. Everyone else was in the room watching you sing, which was different from Arts Ed, who you were the only person in the room. I literally just sang my 1 song. song, sat down, watched everyone else, bring lunch, bring lunch. And then we had dance. It was so clear that they didn't care about your dance ability. All they wanted was for you to just try your hardest. We did pirouettes and leaps and jumps and a lot of corner work, and then we did a little routine from the corner traveling across the room. It will be posted on the UCAS website as to whether you've got in or whether you haven't. My next audition was then Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama for acting. So I did Mercy from I'm Yours, and then I did Bernadette from Lemons, 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 Lemons. They just don't really want you to mess up a Shakespeare piece if Shakespeare is not your thing, if you don't understand it. They'd rather see you do 2 really good modern speeches than to do a Shakespeare not well because you have to, which is, I think, is a really positive thing. You all sit in the room whilst you're all doing your auditions. You basically get up, do your monologue, and they will normally redirect you. As I said before, try and be creative with it. My last audition was RADA. For your first round, they ask you to prepare a piece A, which is a classical speech. So this can be from the Shakespeare, Elizabethan period. You don't have to do Shakespeare. Also, for your classical pieces, you can choose one of his contemporaries from the time. So that's piece A, for which I did Phoebe from As You Like It again. Piece B should be a contemporary piece written after 1960, for which I again did Bernadette from Lemons, 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 Lemons. And then piece C is an alternative classical piece. So another Shakespeare. You do your audition on your own. There were 2 panelists, and you kind of have a little chat at the beginning, and then you do your monologues. You do one monologue, they give you a bit of time to disconnect from them and then to connect with your next character, and then you start the next one. So if I remember rightly, I'm pretty sure the day started off with an improvisation movement kind of morning, which is basically you just go with what they ask you to do. You'll play a lot of improvisation games. They do a lot of movement body work. Then I did my acting, I did a monologue. So we performed these in front of other people. I again had to do a modern monologue from a play written after 1997, and I also had to do another classical speech. So I did Lemons, 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 and I did As You Like It. They redirected you. Then we did music. We were asked to prepare a solo instrumental piece from any genre of music. I chose to do a piece on my flute because that was kind of the instrument that I felt confident in, and then I did an unaccompanied song. I did I'm Not from Little by Little because, not gonna lie, didn't know we had to do a song as well, so I didn't bring any music. So normally you can accompany yourself on your instrument, so I could have played the piano for myself, or you can ask the panelist to accompany you. But I, alas, didn't know that we had to do a song, so I just sang it accompanied. I did it a cappella. We were then told that we were all going to be recalled, which was really nice, so that we didn't all have to be separated again. It was just the nicest audition. They call you or they email you, and wow, it was literally the best day of my life. I will now insert a clip of the exact moment that I found out that I got it. They give you loads of time actually in both auditions to talk to 2 second years, and you get the opportunity to ask them questions about the school, about the training, about the course. Also, I am not being paid to say this, Mountview have just built an entire new building. So if you audition this year, you will be in the new building, and I can give you first-hand experience that it is so cool. Oh wow, the facilities are amazing, the studios are so good, and it is huge, and it is just incredible, and my course is insane. Well, come and meet you guys. I will literally be there for you on the audition day, so literally audition at Mountview. I'm gonna leave the video there. I feel like I have rambled for hours, but there is definitely still so much more that I could talk about. So give it a like, comment down below any questions that you want me to answer next. I will link the audition requirement pages for all the courses so that you guys have a really easy way of reading up about them. If any of you are auditioning now, good luck. Make sure to subscribe if you want more advice and more tips. Thank you so much guys for watching. I've really enjoyed making this video, and I will see you next week.